So this has been a long time coming, but it's all worth it because the show is, in my own humble opinion, quite outstanding. We skipped the first room that I'm sure that you can kind of catch up, but it's also like setting a little bit the course that we also want to set here at Tate with telling these transnational history and how a group as the Blue Rider never act in pure isolation, but is a product of the time. And the community and collaboration that exists in the Blue Rider is so significant for the whole production and creativity, and how all those alliances are so much more than maybe what we originally thought, and how you can read the artist via the art and vice versa in this amazing community of artists that really made a significant difference, I would say, to the whole change of the art scene in the early 20th century. I think we all agree on that. I think it comes out beautifully in our show. I'm really proud of that we're showing so many pieces that were never shown in the UK before. It's quite a substantial number, and I'm particularly proud also of the role that is attributed to Gabriele Münter, both as an artist but also as a key figure in art history. So I'll leave it to you, Natalia, to explain a little bit more about the show and what kind of concepts you've chosen here, how to progress.
Thank you so much for this introduction, and thank you so much for coming this afternoon. It's a pleasure to see you. I see wonderful contributors to the catalogue, our lenders, and also the representatives from the German embassy here with us tonight. All the spotlights on the Blaureiter, and an incredible opportunity to show the collective in an exhibition for the first time in this century. So the last time a Blaureiter show took place was at the Van Tate Gallery in 1960. So a lot of change since then, but we are privileged to have a partnership with the Munich Gallery of Lambert House, who's been incredibly generous and basically took the masterpieces off the wall, packed them up and sent them over to us so our London audiences can enjoy it. And I have here the keeper of the Blaureiter collection at the Lambert House, who spent many sleepless nights working with us on the project. So again, thank you so much to our partners for incredible generosity. And we wanted to start this exhibition with the core couple in the heart of this planetary constellation, which is the Blaureiter. So it's Kandinsky and Münter. When you were coming through the first room, you saw just one painting by Kandinsky and a small group of photographs by Gabriele Münter. And what we wanted to tell through this juxtaposition is that the story of the Blaureiter started much earlier than 1911, much earlier than much mythologized meeting between Kandinsky and the Mark in 1911. But it started with the experiences by those two artists from the out beyond the European cultural realm. So it's a story of Gabriele Münter going to the land of her ancestors, of her mother, of the land where the Münter family began in the United States and was traveling for 2 years. And we know her mainly as a painter, but in fact her journey in art started with the acquisition of a Kodak Bulai II camera, the first roll-on film camera, and she took an incredible 400 pictures during her trip in the US. And this engagement with Victoria's tradition through photography is something we will see will emerge in her painting experimentations later on. But that marked the transition from a young woman who didn't quite know what she was doing, to the artist set very firmly on the course of creative experimentation. And the painting by Vasily Kandinsky, who, as a young student of legal studies at Moscow University, undertook what he called ethnographic expedition, but in fact was a very brief, short field trip into the land of indigenous Kurmi people, or Syriani as they were known at the time. And his engagement with the artistic expression, with the vernacular culture of the Finno-Ugric Syriani people marked his departure from the academic approach to seeing the world and experiencing the world, and his foray into the creative and artistic, which launched him on the career of one of the leading artists of the early modernist era. So we set the scene with these two, with this couple, and also established the connection, intimate collaborators. And this is something we continue in this room, which pretty much looks like a portrait gallery of people associated with Blau writing. So we have solitary figures who gain purchase through the engagement with the Blau writing community. Our own composition by Robert Delaunay. It was created around 1912. It's the year when the Blau writing exhibitions took place, the almanac was published. Delaunay is practically unknown in Paris and works in solitary experimentation until his wife introduces him through the networking of that lady whose self-portrait